The big question everyone wants to know, should you go to college? Well, it's not just a black and white answer. Really, it depends. Um, this video is going to be sort of an opinionated conversation. Um, most of the videos on this channel are based on information I read in books. This is more of a conversation. So, should you go to college? Older people will say, yes, you absolutely should, but they grew up in an entirely different generation. If we look at the way things are now, in the modern age, the question becomes a little bit different to answer. I was looking at this book, Tony Robbins' Money, Master the Game, and in it there's a little comic, and it's a guy just graduated from college, comes back home to live with his parents, and he's got a big sack on his back that says 5-figure student loan debt, and the parents are saying, kids these days are so lazy, coming back home to live with us. We started out with nothing. and the graduate is saying, I would have loved to start with nothing, because he literally has negative $50,000. And that's the reality we're facing now. So, should you go to college? I go to college, but I go part-time. I have never taken more than 3 classes at once. And, that's sort of based on my situation. I think that's a great way to do it. I'm doing it slower, but I'm not running myself into debt. And in my specific situation, I'll just tell you, I'm a recording artist. I'm signed with a record label and have an album coming out soon. I try to keep this YouTube channel kind of separate from that, but if you do want to check that out, my website will be in the description, daltongrados.com. So, while I'm making that record, I'm going to school part-time. But, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, an engineer, an architect, then yes, absolutely, you do need to go to college. And it might be worth a little bit of student loan debt to finish on time, provided that you will have a good job after that. I'll tell you one thing though, as far as knowledge goes, as far as learning things about life, I have gained probably 98% of everything that I've learned that really applies to life from reading these books, good books. It's probably one of the most important habits you can implement, especially if you're a young person like me. I'm 20 years old. And I didn't start really reading till I was 18. So in the past 2 years, I have personally seen, and other people have seen in me, a tremendous growth, not from college, but from reading good books. I got biographies. I got finance, the Tony Robbins finance book. I have psychology books, business books, sort of science-based books. This book, Social, by Matt Lieberman. Spiritual books, such as this book. I'll tell you what, if you are a guy, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida, oh my God. People go their entire lives with all of, especially men, in relation to women, never being able to understand women. This book, holy crap. Biographies, like I said. Just lots of different books, a wide variety, self-help, things like that. So what I'm saying is, we have to evaluate what's more important, a college degree or actually knowing things. And in this day and age, the two are not necessarily the same. There's been studies done, I forget the exact numbers, but of people really don't, like from beginning to end, really don't learn a whole lot in college. Reading books, I've learned a tremendous amount. So, like I said, if you know that what you do requires, or what you want to do requires a college degree? Absolutely. If you don't know what you're doing, the military is a great option. Also, I think especially in the Western world, we should not be ashamed of blue collar work. Blue collar work is awesome. They get paid great. A lot of times they have pensions, which is hard to find, especially if you're like a union worker. We kind of in the Western society kind of put down blue collar work. They make great money and they have great job security. No matter how the economy is, people will always need plumbers or mechanics or whatever. So don't be ashamed of blue collar work. If that's a field that you would feel like you would be good in, that you would enjoy, go for it. Go to trade school, learn trade. You will be absolutely in demand. I know a lot of, just here at the house, whenever we want to get work done, sometimes they don't even show up to the house because they're too busy with other work. So anyway, that's my little spiel for blue collar. So I'm kind of, maybe running off on a tangent, but the answer is going to college is not a black and white answer. It really depends on what you do. You do what I do and just go slower. Don't go into debt. Take just a few classes and build a career, outside of that. So, yeah, and also read books, because that's where your actual knowledge is going to come from. For college, don't go to college to learn things, just go to get your degree, and you have to evaluate if the degree is going to be worth it for you to go through the college, to pay all the tuition and everything like that. If that degree is worth it, then go for it. But if you actually want to learn stuff, read good books. That's how you'll really get ahead in life, I feel, and I've experienced in my experience. So anyway, leave a comment. I don't want to make this video too long. I think we're a little over 7 minutes now. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. This is really just a conversation. But yeah. All right. I'll see you guys next time.